When the Los Santos Tuners DLC was announced, I personally didn't expect much of it. I just expected a couple of new cars and a place to hang out, and that was it. Basically your bog standard summer DLC that will keep you interested for a few days until you move on to something else again and maybe come back to check out the Driftfeed cars. However, we got one of the biggest and best DLCs we've got in a long time. First and foremost, the cars. The amount of customization you can do in this, the addition of the low grip tires and the stancing are all great additions to the game. It's just a shame that these haven't been implemented to other cars too, like the Drift Tampa and the Yosemite for example, or well, across the board. I'm sure having low grip tires on the Kajali will be an absolute meme, though unlikely possible. The Los Santos car meet itself is honestly great. Being able to test out new cars before they come out, having a challenge to unlock a prize ride, and being able to show off your rides with your friends is honestly a great time. I don't really see anything that they could really improve here, aside from the rep system that I've already covered in a different video, so go watch that if you haven't already. Eye the top right of your screen. The new races Rockstar added are also good fun too, though I think that their pursuit races could have definitely done with some more variety. I feel like I'm driving the same stretches of road too often, and having some races through the hills or Blaine County would have been very welcomed. Sadly, I think we won't be seeing more of these races added, and the fact that we can only earn rep in these races and not across the board is a bit unfortunate and will likely mean that these races will start dying out pretty soon. But arguably the biggest surprise of the DLC is definitely the contracts. These 6 contracts, with 2 more to come, are one of the best missions the game has to offer. They're effectively mini heists and I honestly just simply love them. Except for the data contract, because that finale is a little bit of a snooze fest. The way that the focus seems to be mostly on doing everything while you're still in the car is a pretty clever way of keeping the theme of the DLC while still providing some unique missions. And well, ironically enough, we got a train heist before RDO did, even after they showed a train robbery for 95% of the Blood Money DLC trailer. And yes, you could argue that the prison and the bank contract are basically a different version of the original heist, but am I really going to say no to robbing 6 banks in a row or jumping into a prison with a car? Of course not! The vibe of the missions is very enjoyable, and for the amount of time you spend on them, the payouts are pretty generous too. Sure, it's not Cayo Perico kind of money, but the best part about these missions is that it's not Cayo Perico, so you can make some decent money and not fall asleep from the lack of interesting content. Hooray! I mean, let's be honest, the only reason why you play Cayo Perico is because of the payout, because it's arguably the worst heist in the game. Quite honestly, I can't really think of anything in this DLC that I could really hold a grudge with other than the rep system. I feel that Rockstar has done a really great job with this DLC, and I sincerely hope that we'll keep this level of quantity and quality of the content coming up in the foreseeable future. What is that? You want me to complain about Horny Boy and let me suck your dick, girl? Fine. Moodyman and his addiction to go full Samuel L. Jackson and his desire to get laid again tonight is indeed pretty repetitive and honestly the biggest grudge I have with the dialogue in the DLC. Especially his overuse of mother lover, sorry, I like ad revenue, is something that definitely grinds my gears. Primarily because I felt it was just really unnecessary and felt backwards to where single player was using F-bombs just for the sake of it. Like, don't get me wrong, I curse plenty of times, but overusing it does become cringy and repetitive. Here's hoping that Rockstar will add a dialogue slider in Expanded and Enhanced so we can shut these 2 up. Or just anyone in GTA Online where you've heard the dialogue of about 1,000 times. But those are just some of my thoughts. Of course, I'd love to know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the DLC as much as I have, or do you think this is the worst thing ever because the only thing that matters in a DLC is payout? Thank you all so very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and if you really like what you see on the channel, consider becoming a member, like Chloe, Robert, Alus Fire, Captain Price, Shakulu, and Dr. Strangelove. Join them and all the other fellow members by clicking the join button down below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all later.